afternoon, or evening. Welcome to IdiOtBlog 330. I am your host, Idiot Burns, and you are listening to Freeway, the underrated. You can find them at bandlab.com/freewaybeats. Recently had a kid. I think his kid's getting a little older now. Well over a year, I'd say, old. And I remember about a year plus ago, he was leading a couple contests. A couple month here, month there, he was leading contests. I'm going to turn the light off in the background, and I'll be right back. Oops. All right, you guys, it's IdiOtBlog 330. We're talking about a little bit about making instrumentals and what it's about, and about the process. Do people imagine lyrics being able to be flowed over the entire time? How do you think about it? Do you break things down into sections, or do you let the artist do that? Do you pre-sort things? What level of musicality you want to put into the song? Meaning, like, are you just gonna leave it harmonies? Hey, what's going on? Are you just gonna leave harmonies out and just keep it chord structure, or are you gonna keep harmonies throughout the entire song? Those kinds of things end up dictating the key, making it hard to escape kind of a predestined place. But you know, every time you make an instrumental, there's some level of that happening. Some level of you're deciding for the other person that's going to participate or collaborate on the song certain elements that will be inescapable. Now, when you do upload a song with stems, certain things can be changed. I don't know how many of the artists on here that make instrumentals do stems, but I'm certain that most of the artists that record directly on this app have the stems in here, because that's just the process. But there's definitely some of us that guard that. So even if what I mean by that is some of us will create the beat in BandLab and then export the beat as an exported single file, and then create a new track, and then so that if you get collaborators on there, they can't see your history and steal elements, and that makes sense. Some people are guarded. They think they have something that they don't want other people to steal, and not that they couldn't, but they'd have to work at it or know something to do it, and they couldn't just grab it, just lift it right off. So that first track's called Bollywood. Freeway Beats made that track. So next one's called Problems. I was going to play a little guitar over some of his beats, so we'll see if that works out. I'm going to go over to BandLab.
This is a Freeway Beats production.
And post. The IdiOtBlog is live. 330. There we go. Post complete. Now anybody on my page will be notified. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but for a long time now, when you're on YouTube, changing subjects for a second here, when you're on YouTube, people go, hey, hit the notification bell to get notifications. On BandLab, I had my Creator Connect content, which is like a video where you talk about yourself and you go, hey, I am an artist who does this, or maybe you just do a little jam so people get a taste of your music. Mine said, go to my profile. go to the upper right-hand corner, click in, go down to where it says turn notifications on, and click turn notifications on. And that was my advertisement. I sent that to people like crazy. In the middle of the month when I was done promoting a track, I would send that out, and I got tons of people on my notifications, and then I got banned, and those got taken off. And then I complained about followers, and those people got taken off again. And I know they got taken off because I asked Matt Dunlap, who's following me, and I have other people who know they're following me go, hey, I'm not following you. So that happens. But now on BandLab, they've added a bell feature. So if you have the newest version of BandLab app and you go into somebody you're already following or that you are going to follow, and you hit the follow button, there's also a button to the right that appears, and you can now turn on notifications so you know when they post new material. And that can be really useful for somebody who wants instrumentals. They go to the people that make the instrumentals that they use, whether it's Ant Jones and Samuel Blazon and Matt Dunlap, or it's Yang and Freeway Beats and Bill Clinton. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's for your beats, or if it's to play guitar over, or if you're just looking for drum tracks from Matt Dunlap or M Project or any of these M Dallas or any of these guys, any of these artists, when you turn on that bell, you're going to be right in the spot. And that's cool because then you can very quickly have instead of just having your feed and having to look through your feed, you can really quickly see in your notifications, hey, look, check it out. One of your favorite beat makers has just dropped a beat. And that goes well. That's a good subject matter for this artist in particular, because these beats are highly accessible, highly usable. And see here, in the first beat, it was kind of like a simple thing that repeated, and there wasn't a change. This one kind of has like a certain part that falls away, and a new part comes in, and that part falls away, and then the old part comes in. And then they kind of combine together, as you see here, and they kind of play off each other. So that's kind of a verse-chorus thing. You can decide which one's the verse and which one's the chorus. Getting back to the old subject of instrumentals, you can decide which one's a guitar solo spot. Where are we at? Gotta play notes that matter. That sucked. Okay, I found it. The song's ending, and I found something that would work. Sucks. It's very guitar based.
This is a Freeway Beats production.
The man goes silent but speaks through his guitar. Oh yeah. I don't know what your YouTube feed looks like, but right now the number one thing it says is what people in the hood think about Donald Trump, and it's some black guy goes around just asking people in the hood what you think of Donald Trump, and then they just rail on Donald Trump. But this guy who's walking around is actually pro-Trump, but then he eventually says it, and then they rally around him. They're like, what are you talking about? How can you be pro-Trump? But he's like some 60-year-old black guy that everybody in the neighborhood knows. So it's like, the videos end up funny every time. You're just talking to random people, and then sometimes randomly he finds somebody who's into Trump, and it's even more interesting what happens. Yeah, it's got stuff like Pinellas County. I don't know if you heard about this, but there's a guy running in Pinellas County. And the sheriffs have just been railing against this guy who's running. Oh, it's interesting. It's an interesting bit of feed on my YouTube. But I'm going to talk about that. What does your guys' YouTube look like? Is it just full of music? Is it full of because mine's full of like fact-seeking sites, recipe and food sites, boat and restoration, and other types of, not so much cars, but other type of restoration. Let me just browse. Oh yeah, like history, mysteries. There's always a good ample amount of political stuff because I'm trying to get my news, but also it self-matriculates down, you know, it kind of, they send you more than what you want. I swear I get, once a week I get a video from how to use a tick stick, or something I've already seen, you know. It's like, you guys should know I already watched that. I like this one, Asteroid 2020. That's always funny. Oh, there's this one guy, Blocked Drain. It's called Drain Addict. I've probably talked about it before, but it's just basically this guy goes around in Australia and unblogs this nasty, shit-clogged drains. That was Serrano Pepper. This is Space Cake. Freeway Beats, the artist we're listening to today.
This is a Freeway Beats production.
Pretty cool. Like that really high piano in the background that you almost can't hear, but it's definitely making an influence. There you go. That has like a kind of round feel. So do you guys, when you guys make a beat, when you guys make an instrumental or you guys are working on a song, do you guys think about emotions? Do you guys harness emotion when you guys do it? Do you guys struggle with self-doubt and stuff like that? How's that work? You guys end up doing things overthinking things? I know that I get in trouble a lot when I overthink things. It's not like I'm saying you don't sit there and process and reprocess to refine, but you can overthink things where you become hypercritical, or you overthink things where this happens a lot to people, and you just over add, and things get too full. And it's kind of along the lines like I was saying before, where you add the harmony instead of just adding the chords, or what you do is like if this track were to just have one more layer, it might be too much. Even if it was just like strings in the background, might just be too much. Might just be too much clashing sustain or something. I really like that. Like, I don't know if it's like a piano. I got a synth piano right here. I was thinking about the idea of having. I tried it before where I had certain subject matter certain days, but I was thinking now of having more of a genre-based set. Genres. So maybe like imagine it like this, like Metal Mondays, Technical Tuesdays. So I'm looking for people that do something technical. Maybe Wednesdays is I don't know. It's something it doesn't have to be fucking rhyming, but I mean Wednesdays could be days I do instrumentals. Oh, shit, sorry. Got a weird connection there. Wednesdays could be the day I do instrumentals. Thursdays, maybe I do classical or jazz, or I do off genres. I do random genres, unusual genres. Friday, maybe it's hip hop, R&B. You see what I'm saying? Like genres on the different days. So something interesting I want to talk about. I don't know what's going on with you guys, but they've been talking about having, because my kid's in a special program. He's in a learning program. He's a little bit, I wouldn't say this necessarily has a disability or anything, but he has a slightly slower learning curve, and they're dealing with it with special classes. And they've been talking about having those people possibly return to the school, and they've been talking about having daycares in the school for people who have no care system, and that parents need the school. Maybe single parents, right? Like just a single mom who works, right? They've been talking about having that at the school. What the fuck? Just bring the school back. It doesn't make sense to do all that stuff. How you gonna do any separation with that? At least with school, you can normalcy on a level that's a level of normalcy that allows us to implement the most important changes. Constant hand washing, masks, distancing, whatever it takes to make sure that there's no detriment from going full board, just going back to school. But honestly, you know, taking all the precautions that you possibly can and then just putting the school back is probably the smartest choice. I know there are people who don't agree with me, but they're not agreeing with me. I haven't found somebody who says, "Oh, I don't agree with that," and then the reason is because they fundamentally think the kids shouldn't be going back and there's such a danger. They're just going off of recommendations. And the people who are making these recommendations aren't necessarily the experts in this subject. What's up? Gotta feature this guy on a Metal Monday. What's up, buddy? But yeah, I was just basically getting at the fact that they're gonna bring everybody back into the school just under different purposes. Why not bring them back for school? I mean, come on. So I don't know about my connection rate today. It looks like it might be slow again. I'm gonna have to go double check all my settings, make sure nothing got tweaked. Looks like everything's good, so. Germicide is the name of this track. Listening to Freeway Beats. Like that, a little outro like that. That's cool. Yeah, there's some
This is a freeway.
some stuff that is on my YouTube feed that not a lot of people have on their YouTube feed. Everything possible about what's going on in China, and that's how I was talking about what's going on with the Wuhan virus and that shit way before. Oh yeah, the video is probably the issue. It's alright. I'll work on improving that, whatever it is. There's something going on. I changed settings and it did improve the video earlier. But I'm adding this effect in, and I think it has something to do. I think it's running some of the bandwidth on my PC, and it's in the background the whole time that I'm blogging, so maybe that's the thing messing with it. I don't know. But I like it so much. I like having that thing. Oh, here's my old shades. I should put these on for the end of the show. There we go. What I'm doing is I'm using OBS. If that's what you're asking, I'm using OBS. I'm going straight to the YouTube app. I'm using the Firefox. I've been finding Chrome's making my system a little slow, and then I got. Hopefully this cord doesn't make a click. I got one iPad or iPhone playing Freeway Beats, and then the other. See, it does this. I gotta need to mess with this cable, fix it. Then I got another device right here, and this is an iPad, and then it has one track, which is the music, and one track, which is my voice. So I could turn the music down in the middle of the show, or turn it up so you can barely even hear me. And I could be singing along with the track, you know, and blending right in with it, right in with the track, you know. Or I could have my voice pop right over the top, and let it come back in as I stop talking by having the volumes set to about an equal kind of fighting level. Mike, the microphone. This is a Groove Tubes GT55. Groove Tubes technology for microphones was purchased mid to late 2000s by Sterling. And so you can get this now, not a GT55, but an ST55. It's under $100 usually, and it's a great microphone. One of the greatest low budget, large capsule, Class A, FET mics you're going to get out there. It's definitely been serving me well. Actually, I think when I got this, it was at the $250 mark, and I think you can get them around $100. They came down dramatically when they lost that Groove Tubes name. Technology's all the same, manufacturing is all the same, exactly the same capsule, except for I think they changed to blue colors, maybe like 7 or 9 years ago or something like that. So just a couple years after buying the company. But this microphone stand and holder is a Sterling, the new brand. Because when mine broke, I got a new one.
What?
Yeah, it does. It sounds great, doesn't it? And it's also great for guitar recording. I've used it on many instances where it became the room mic for an actual mic'd guitar cab. The baby type beat.
It's like a mirror, wrong direction. Blue dreams got you sleep while you waking.
What?
Write it down and check the statement. Yeah. What weed's so good, it got you fact checking Wikipedia for your last thoughts. Art, ought to do nothing, sit down and drink something. Call that vote, shit, I'm about to set it off. Call that blue dream shit, I just hit it, it's all raw.
Got you checking Wikipedia for your last thoughts. That's a classic line. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Popping, ain't a fucking thing cooking.
Okay, this voice thing reminds me of fucking with GarageBand, like mid 2000s.
Smoke so thick, chillin' with a nice view. Nigga fucking took a hit, nodded off, caught a night quill. Yeah, caught that night quill. Got you dreaming wide awake. Yeah, be your last mistake. Try to eat on my plate, that's your last mistake. Hate shit, try to take a nugget off my plate.
A chicken nugget?
You won't get a crumb from me. Knock your chicken out your dumplings. I got you hunting and loving and looking for something lovely, but my flows is gunning.
Yeah. I mean, the SM57 is the king of the multi-use microphone, for sure.
Yeah.
It's great on acoustics, great for getting that live vocal sound, and there's that distorted vocal sound. Obviously great on guitar cabinets. And then obviously it's been used many, many times as a tom and snare drum. So. Dude, heck yeah, 2010. This is PSA Pubic Service Announcement. I mean, public. My these are my greasy, nasty. You roll the window down. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I like these glasses. Give me a good look.
Just got done flying my F-18. Bombing the hell out of the neighbors.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, dude, this track's sick. There's been a couple of cool ones where the piano has been key player. All right, I'll tell you a little bit about what my day was. My day was wasn't too crazy. I did make a song, and it is based on a Matt Dunlap drum track, but I ended up calling it Slimy Egros. Go look for it if you want to. And yeah, Slimy Egros. And then played around and did a little of a deep space and time beat. Hung out with kids. We did not do the fort. Went jet skiing. Went to the dentist. Got my permanent cap. Yeah, dude, Matt's awesome. I text him like almost every day. I don't know if you know, me and Matt are co-workers. We both work at the Boring Boeing. Man, I kept making forks of his songs and sending them by text and by messenger. And when he came back, he was like, "Dude, thank you for staying on me about that." And I was just trying to show him that his drum tracks still rock. I didn't know why he left, what was up. I actually didn't know if it had to do with. I thought it had to do with me and him getting in an argument or something. I didn't know. But he came back and he was like, "Dude, thanks for believing in me." And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude." And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be on here secretly for a couple weeks. Can you not say anything?" I didn't say anything, but people caught on. People could tell when he posted a drum track. People knew that's good shit. They knew. They could tell. Now he's back, and I don't have to use the goddamn underscore anymore. I can just type Matt Dunlap, no underscore. Thank you. I hate doing underscores. Now I can just go through all my tracks that say Matt Dunlap and just delete the underscore, and then it retags them. Easy. Well, you wouldn't notice them because you weren't following them. You know what I mean? But what happens is then your favorite guy, Samuel Pilazon, is forking this guy named Everton Lynett. And you're like, who's this guy? Everton Lynett looks like some 70-year-old guy. Weird. The drums, they sound just like Matt Dunlap. Damn, they're good. Everton Lynett or something like that was his name for a while on there. Not Matt. And no one knew. And I had forks and they said Everton Lynett. I don't know if anybody caught on. I don't know who caught on. These things are so crooked. These things get crooked too easy. All right. Horror show. Last beat we're going to listen to by Freeway. Samuel Pilazon. Is this what's going on here? Is this like a real drum? That's a real. Yeah, it's a recording. Yeah. Play the song already. There we go. That's the way to end it. Hell yes, this is the way I'd like to end it. I didn't think this was happening. Can't believe this is happening. What? Is this your band or something, Freeway? Freeway, you gotta go check this blog out. This is the kind of music I'm used to hearing. This sound is the most familiar sound in my ears of all the sounds. It's a real live band in a room. This is how I spent age 17. Jesus, fix that. Replacing that cable with the one down there. This is how I spent age 17 through 26, 27. In a room that sounded like this, that left my ears ringing at night. What? I'm an open-handed drummer. Very, very brutal. Very thrash. The combination of the China snare yeah. .1210 Republican in Seattle, Washington was a place where we played at least 50 house parties that lasted 3 to 4 and 5 in the morning sometimes. 1210 Republican, downtown Seattle. 15, 20 blocks that way to your right when you step out of the house. Space Needle. 20 blocks that way. Rainier. It's kind of this crazy spot. All right. Well, here's our outro track right here. It's another one of these Roo-ga-roo tracks. But this one looks like it's more of a laid-back jam. Maybe not, though. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed IdiOtBlog 330. This is Idiot Burns. Might let this play for a bit. But I'm out. I'm out.
Everything is coming out of me. I accidentally put a motherfucker in there.
That's alright. Drink in the face, baby.
This is a freeway beats